Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 11 in EFL League One. Rotherham United 0, Wrexham 1. Yes, it's what a crazy day. Lots of information to get to, lots of reaction. Wow, welcome back, football. Thank God for that, which was great. Had a great watch along with everybody. And also the extra time was fantastic too. I watched that, got to eat some food and watched Patty and everyone come on with which was great. Such great insight. So congrats to you all for that. And listen, today, as you can see up there, it says big win, huge loss, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the game a little bit too. We'll do a quick Wrexham reaction, but there's so much to get into, obviously the news did officially break. No pun intended about JM. We're going to talk about that. It's sad news. So fair play to everyone. Had the information. I just wanted to be sure. So people in the community and other communities, other people that we know have good information, and it usually is 99% right. So it's sad. I wish it was better news, but it has been confirmed that JM did break his leg. We'll talk about that in a moment here. But anyway, smash the like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. Get your Local Pundit memberships, and there's tons of them in there. Get your badges, get your emojis. And we are on our way to 50,001. So like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. But I will do this first because, oh my God, Marie from STōK Cae Ras is first. And Drew, suck it. There you go. Aaron's in the house as well. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Good to see you. I know you got a partial half and half scarf today with the Rotherham and the Wrexham today, but I hope you are feeling better, my friend. You were damn well missed. All right. Before we get into the chat, before we get into the interviews here, there's one from Phil Parkinson and one from Paul Mullin, which I have not listened to, so listen to you lot. What an amazing! I wanted to win this game so bad for several different reasons. One, I wanted us to have a good outing and go out there and show what we can do on away days, and we did. This was not an easy match. Rotherham were up for it, and there were some heroic performances on our side of the pitch today. And with the news knowing afterwards happened, it sounds like they did this one for JM, and there was effort after the game. It was a full collapse at everybody. You saw Mullin literally ran himself into the ground. Dan Scarr was an absolute beast, undroppable for me, fine. Middle of the park was where we were lagging a little bit. Dobson ran his ass around like a insane man with he was awesome. He was so good, breaking up play. Our passing wasn't to be desired. We were a lot of kick and hope sometimes, which is unfortunate, but we got through it, and it didn't matter if it was ugly or sexy or not. It didn't matter. It was 3 points away from home where we struggle. I'm so proud of the guys, and they should be proud of themselves, and I cannot wait to hear what the gaffer has to say and what Mullin has to say. I didn't even talk about Mullin. Mullin, 16 seconds in, the cross from Barney, puts his feet. He wanted that one so bad, and I'm so happy for him. I mean, we could just go down the line. Barney was fantastic, just getting up there, and just his defensive duties were always there. He stood up to I think it was number 3 very well. Actually, what's that guy's name? Number 3, I think it was Rafferty. No, Brommel. He stood up to Brommel really, really well. It was an incredible performance. AO was insane today, and you got to give full marks to the whole damn team, actually. You got to give full marks to O'Connell and Stash. That back 3 is awesome. Now we're gonna have to figure something out because Dobson's eventually going to get his yellow card. I think Not So PC said this, that he would put Stash in the middle of the park. I would too. Bring Brent in. We're gonna have, and when Max comes back, we got a very good side. Today was a huge victory. In April and in May, when we say, hey, remember those 3 points you got away from at Rotherham? I like it. Now, again, this comes with a heavy one today because we do have the news of JM, and we got to sort some things out. But luckily, Mullin's coming back, and Parkinson has some things he needs to do take on his hands to figure out. So there, Aaron, 3 big points on the road. Absolutely, 3 huge points. I'm so happy there. Win, Mullin goal, clean sheet number 6. There we go. Clean sheet number 6. Good on you. Yes. And with a change back line because Max was part of those clean sheets early on. So good stuff. It's a huge loss. A huge loss, Bruce. We cannot let that go for sure. But good to see you. Hope you are well. All right, let's do the interview real quick. Bring this down. Put that up. Let's go over here. Let's hear what Philly has to say.
Phil, hard-fought win over Rotherham United on the road. What are your initial thoughts after the match?
It's always going to be hard fought here. You know, sometimes you come to this stadium and you can get sucked in a little bit. It's a great environment to play, but it's always a physical encounter, and you've got to be ready to stand up to that. I thought we did that very well. Obviously, the early goal was fantastic for us. But I felt we were in control without the ball. We were physical, but we were physical in control, and we knew what we were doing out of possession and in possession. You know, we showed some real quality at times, and it was a strong, resilient performance from the lads today. You know, it's all right talking about what we've got to do, and but it's implementing it. And you know, over the course of the 95, 96 minutes, whatever it was. So yeah, very pleased with the display today. It was a strong performance, and you have to put in a strong performance against Rotherham and Steve Evans' team, because they test you out physically. But as a unit, we stood strong today.
Another thing too, that this game was probably the most physical game I think I've seen played against us, and that we stood up to it too. The ref kept his whistle pretty much, or so his cards pretty much in his pocket for a long time. There were some calls, there was a lot of shirt holding happening, a lot of battles. There's a lot of dark arts happening out there too. But we stood up to it. You know, going away, I mean, we traveled, 23,000 people, 28,000 people, whatever it was, 2,800 people, excuse me. Amazing traveling support, and I think that helped us keep going. Sometimes, you know, when you're out there on the pitch and, you know, you need another yard or whatever you're going to do, it's a little battle. I think that was huge. So, but he's right. We implemented what they had going on through the week, and they went out and they effectively took care of it. They were threatening. Listen, they could have scored 2 or 3 on us for sure. They were threatening. The crosses in the first half were really good. Had some nice runs they were making across. But Scar was an absolute beast, and for me, he was my man of the match. Scar was an absolute beast. I think he won every header. He's controlling that back line, and he is well worth the money. So, but again, a very physical game. Was never going to be easy. Very, very proud. We should be very proud of this win as a collective.
Just 16 seconds after starting the match, Paul Mullin goes through and scores his first goal since being put in that starting lineup today. Just how impressive was the determination to get something over the line that early?
Yep. Yeah, it was a great cross from Barney, and Moles, you know, goal scorers finished. But as we've seen over the years, Moles can score those goals. He can score all types of goals for us. We're really pleased for him. You know, like I said, he's come back after the international break, had a break after the Wolves game, and he's trained really well this week. He's looked sharp and back to his best, and you could sense it in training this week, and he took it into the performance. And you know, it wasn't just about the goal with Paul today. His all-round performance for the team was really good.
Yeah, let's take that into account here too. He's just coming back, and now obviously he knew the news of JM went down, and it wasn't a sprinkler. Apparently, he does quote. There is a quote of what actually happened. I think he went. His foot just got stuck under. He's gonna surgery on Monday. We'll dive into that. But no, Mullin hitting the ground right now and getting into form is exactly what we need in the situation where we're at now. I don't know what we're gonna do, but having Mullin come in and scoring goals and being fully fit is imperative. Now it's uncanny. You can't even write this shit about how poor of timing it is to have someone go down and to be out for so long, and what JM was doing. You got to feel bad for him. But Mullin coming back and scoring goals is key. We need 20 goals out of him, not 15, not 17. We need 20 league goals out of him. Period. End of story. So it has to happen. And Goofy Splat says, yeah, our defense was solid. Absolutely. The one that didn't impress me today, and I'm going to get stick for it, was Macca. Macca didn't have a great game today, but he was out there. You know, he did his thing. But the back three, solid as a rock. And it needed to be, too.
Looked like he left absolutely everything there and covered almost every single blade of grass on the pitch. How pleasing was it from that aspect as well, knowing what he's gone through with his injury in the summer, to be putting in performance?
Like I've always said, that's what he's all about. You know, he gets goals, but the days of a goal scorer who doesn't contribute to the team in other areas are long gone. Yeah. And he understands that, and he worked for the team, and he worked for the team. And Ollie as well. I thought Ollie was excellent today for us. He kept the ball up there, which is so important, especially away from home against the team who were going to pin you in with a lot of set play situations. He defended the box well, and when we got it up to him, he kept it in that top third of the pitch, which is important for us today.
Paul,
I got to give a shout out to Paul Mullin too. Ollie Palmer too. Ollie Palmer, listen, he got his new contract. Great, I'm happy for him. People might not like his style of play sometimes, but he put himself about, and he was he was man marked twice. By two guys in the back there. He was it was in a graveyard shift up top most of the time. And we did give them the ball. We did control without having the ball. They were threatening, but we did control. But Ollie Palmer and Mullin did a great job pushing the back line out as much as possible. I think there was too much of a gap between the midfield defense. They kind of were really flat together. We sat too deep, and we kept in the second half booting the ball a little bit more. But they didn't stop. They didn't stop working hard for the team, and it was a full complete display for our front line. And our midfield did our best. The midfield wasn't great. Dobson was great, but the other two, Andy Cannon and Big L, were okay. They did their jobs, but I'll tell you one thing, and I think this is also said on the Wrexham time, was that Rathbone, we're going to see a lot more of him. He's a player. He's got an engine on him. Whew, I like him a lot. I do like him a lot. Aaron goes on. Aaron says, Ollie was very good today, I think, especially defensively. He was, and he had to be. We needed a full display today because this could have went another way for sure. Let's get to this here. The Parkinson here.
To replace Jack Marriott in the side. Do you have any further update on the strike?
There we go.
Yeah, Jack unfortunately broke his fibula in training. An innocuous incident. No one near him. Just his foot went under him, and as you can imagine, the training ground and the ground was a very flat place on Thursday, and we really feel for Jack because he's had a great start to the season. And it was a credit to the lads today that, as a group and the staff, we picked ourselves up yesterday in training and come in and put in a great performance. And, we do really feel for Jack, but, he'll get the best possible treatment he can. And our job now is, when him and George Evans come back in, can we keep ourselves in the strongest position as possible so they can contribute towards the end of the season?
Yeah, it sounds like so that's the official news. I know, like I said, credit to everyone that had it early. Rumors, but you assume that people have good sources, and they do. So I appreciate everyone, getting that information out there, but also we'll try to be cautious a little bit. So you feel bad for Jack, but there's the official, as he said earlier. It's very unfortunate. Paul Mullin probably was just like, I'm starting, because he was probably going to start Jam today. He probably was. Mullin wasn't going to start this game. Happened on Thursday. Some say it happened on Tuesday or Wednesday, but it happened on Thursday, whatever it is. And you got to adjust things. So whatever they planned had to be changed. And Mullin's like, all right, I'm back. I got to be in. And Super Paul Mullin did deliver. He was like, all right, 16 seconds in, I'm going to come do it. So it's unfortunate for Jack. Rumors so I think he's going to mention it right now. He's having surgery on Monday. So I broke my fibula as well. I had a floating, and I have screws in there. So it was like this, and I broke it right here in the middle part here, and I had to have screws in there. So hopefully we'll be okay. It's very unfortunate.
Moments like these where you see the true character of a squad to put together a performance like that, given the setback that's been happened in the week.
Listen, in adversity, you've got to pull tighter together, and that's what we've done today. And we've had a couple of, like I say, moments in the last few weeks, kind of the kind of freakish injuries. But you can't feel sorry for yourself in football because no one else will. You've got to regroup, and we did that today, and that is a strong, resilient Wrexham performance the supporters have seen.
I got to just say, I love the team. Talking about the resilience, and I said that it's never going to be easy. It's never easy for Wrexham. Everyone's going to be out for us. They want to get us, like everyone else too. But having player go down, him and Evans going down the last couple of weeks, Maxey going down, he's getting back. But this is a resilient side, and it comes from this man right here who catches a lot of stick. But the guy knows what he's doing. I would have made subs, but I'm not the manager. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. We are very lucky to have a manager like Phil Parkinson. Like him or love him, I don't care. This is my opinion. To have him at the helm, him and Parkin. I mean, they kick every ball, and they have this team coming together, which is it's awesome. Matt Al, what's going on, brother? Marriott's leg break and Palmer's extension are no coincidence. Oh, okay, Matt Al, that's a good shout. Didn't even think about that. That happened on Friday or Thursday, maybe. I'm not sure. You're damn right. Maybe there's something to that. Mo Fall needs to play.
Turn around, you're back in action at the STōK Cae Ras on Tuesday night against another strong opposition in Huddersfield Town. What's your assessment ahead of that match? Well,
I'll start watching Huddersfield on the way back and tomorrow.
Right back in.
Pretty familiar with most of their players, but yeah, brilliant. What a game for us. it's just this week, you know, the Rotherham away, Championship last season, always been at the top end of this division to come away with 3 points. And now we face Huddersfield, who not only in the Championship, they've been a Premiership team in the last 5 or 6 years. So, you know, great test for us again. But imagine the lads are bouncing in there, but it'll be feet firmly on the floor, get ready, and ready to put in another performance on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Right back at it. You know, on the way home, I'm already going to start looking at footage. That's what you got to do. We're turning this right around. Now, a lot of guys ran themselves into the ground. So I'll tell you this, people need to be ready. People need to be ready to play on Tuesday. Again, and they will be. And they will be. If the guys are called upon, they'll be ready to play. And, you know, student of the game right here. And he's never get too high, never get too low. But this is a big win. This is a big win. Excuse me. The meltdowns of Rotherham fans have been amazing on Twitter. Oh, are they giving us stick, Aaron? I haven't quite looked yet. I was just wanting to get ready for the show and get this out of here for everyone to just have the Wrexham reaction for their ride home. I hope everyone having a good ride home and safe as well. But yeah, that's amazing. I'm going to do a quick FOTMOB look at this real quick. Okay. FOTMOB had Barney as an 8.7. I would have given it to Scar for me. Mellis had an 8. He had great. Awesome. Okonkwo 8.3. Fantastic. AO was great. I mean, Scar played a lot of minutes with a yellow card. So amazing. Big L didn't have a great game, and Andy Cannon did not have a great game either. But they put a shift in, so fair play to them. They have a good side. This kid, Nombi, right here, number 8, he's a good player. Really good player. So good thing. I think Fall needs to get come on Tuesday. Mo looks tired at the Brian Chang, I think you're new to the show. Thank you very much for coming in, and good to see you. And I agree. I would like to see Mo Fall on Tuesday as well. We'll see if that happens. Most likely, I'll probably start Fletch, but I would like to see Mo Fall as well. Welcome. Subscribe if you haven't, and share if you haven't. Welcome to see you, Brian. Hello, Team Welsh Checky. How you doing? That looked like a good travel for you guys. You guys are screaming the entire time. I think it was 2,300 of you and 83 something, 2,833 or something like that. Fantastic. I saw your picture. You had your hat on today. Good representation. I hope you had a good day out. That was an incredible win. And I'm sure you're traveling back right now, if not home already. Glenda's in the house. Hi, Glenda. How are you? Good to see you, Glenda. All right, let's get to this Paul Mullin interview real quick. The man that scored the 16-second goal.
Winner on the road against Rotherham United and a goal for yourself in just 16 seconds. Can you recall a quicker goal?
Well, I've just been speaking about it then. I think Shane Long scored one quicker in the Premier League a few years ago, but not for me personally, no. It was obviously a dream start for the lads. We tried to start the game like that. That was the whole plan, is to go out and start as fast as we could and try and get a quick goal. And we managed to obviously say after 16 seconds, which is phenomenal. I don't think it happens too often, so it was really pleasing start for us.
He put himself
quick goal obviously is always going to be pleasing. The performance you had to put in after scoring that goal, equally just as pleasing?
Yeah, I think when you go away from home and you score early, you know, they're going to come back into the game at some point and they're going to try to keep your pen back. And obviously, we've seen well.
There's always that adage where you're like, you score too early. I mean, we scored literally the kickoff. I think it was 16 seconds in. It's done and dusted. I mean, it's great. Could have won on score hat trick. I think Aaron said that on the Rexham Time show. But yeah, I mean, to keep that up, we were at it. We were at it the entire match. Pauline says Drew does whatever, and not PC on PC, who was on the Rexham Time, says another 3. Yes. All right, let's see what else Paul has to say.
Start the season.
By the way, he's buzzing. Mullin's buzzing. You know he is.
Over the last few years, we're so resilient, and you know we always have faith in ourselves to keep the 1-0 and try to add to it. And we were unfortunate at times not to. Jimmy gets one cleared off the line. The keeper makes a good save. You know, we could have added to it, and it was a perfect away performance. You know, 1-0. It looks like a tight game, which it really was, but you know, I think we were brilliant and deserving of it.
That's the other thing too. You know, we almost put another one in. I think it was a header by Scar, knocked it down, and on the spot there was Palmer. The keeper did a good job. Just getting to it before Palmer did. But you got to say we did have a couple chances. AO was immense on the other end too. They had some chances as well. So, but kept going forward. They were saying you try to get that second one, never came about. Our defensive duties were really strong, and that back line was awesome. And these guys pressing up front were great. And you know, scoring up to 16 seconds, forget about it.
When you've got the backing of over 2,400 away fans singing as loud as they did, especially towards the end. how easy does it feel to put that extra 10% out there and to just cover as much ground as you possibly can?
It's never easy, but they certainly help. They give us absolutely everything. And from the stand behind the goal, they lift you in times when you're knackered. And, I think from probably the last 20 minutes, I was absolutely gone, to be honest. I haven't played 90 minutes in probably 200 and odd days. So it was really...
He honestly, golly, he ran his ass into the ground. He just said, I hadn't played 90 minutes in 200 odd days. Think about that. And he went out there. And we're shouting, hey, sub. But Parkinson didn't do it. He honestly, if you ask him to do it again, he'll do it again. No, meaning like Mullin. He'll go out there and play 90. And to fair play to you, Welsh Tech, because he was just talking about you guys, screaming and yelling, keeping them going. So also to every single traveling, supporting fan there, fantastic. Welsh Tech, he said, watch the along back as I was traveling home. Thank you very much. You're in Ken's face when he scored, and Paddy's face as he missed it. It was brilliant. He didn't. He was. I think he went to go get a Coke or something. I don't know what he was doing. He was going to get a soda, and sure enough, there we go. It was incredible. I mean, Techie, how crazy did you guys go in there? Fantastic. And Mullin, legend. 2 points behind Brum. Game in hand. We could win this. Just saying. I have my notes down here. Matt out. I believe. You gotta believe, brother. And if this guy's coming to the form, awesome.
Tough challenge, but the fans just lift you every time something happens. You win the ball back, you get a free kick, even a chance. And even, to be honest, if the ball goes out to play, they're always willing to lift us. And, we've said it many times over the years that they help us so much, and we're grateful for it. And we can go home tonight happy, which is the main thing.
Well, on a personal note, to get through 90 minutes and 90 minutes as intense as that, you surely must be really happy to come away from that performance, not only with the win, but knowing what you've done.
It's been a long time since I've been able to do it. And, it's never easy. I've never had a surgery before, but I was told it wasn't easy. And me being me, naively thought, no, I'll do it quicker than I could. And I got back really quick in terms of being able to train. But, it's never going to feel 100% until a long time, to be honest. And strangely enough, this week was a time when I started to feel like myself again, and training on Monday. We had a couple of days off last week, and for some reason I come back and all the aches and pains are gone, and I was really pleased. And to get through the 90 minutes, I was to say the last 20 minutes was on pure adrenaline and the fans lifting me, but I'm so pleased for it, and hopefully it stands me in good stead going forward.
Here's mentality there too. What an honest moment there for someone. He's like, surgery, I'll just go and I'll be back early. Really honest, vulnerable moment, and you like to see it too. How do you not support this guy? How do you not? I want to get out there. And he was like, all the aches and pains were there. They went away. Luckily, this was the week. Obviously, things act in weird ways. And, JM going down and him getting back to feeling fitness where he's at is incredible. Obviously, I do not want anyone to be injured, but it's unfortunate. But you're never going to try to keep – this guy will run through a brick wall for anything, for Parkinson, for the club, for the town, for everybody, and for the fans. And he mentioned that too. So awesome. You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
In a little bit more negative news, the strikers are always going to be a tight-knit group. You've replaced Jack Marriott in the starting 11 today, who's going to be out for a long period of time with injury. What's the motivation like when you hear that news to go and make sure you've got something positive to pick Jack up?
Jack's been fantastic. It's so unlucky. I think last year, obviously, he came in a difficult part of the season in January, and we were doing well, and he waited for his opportunity. And in the summer, when obviously I was out, he came into the team to start the season. He's been absolutely fantastic for us, and I was so pleased for him after obviously the end of last season. He got his first goal in the last game of the season, and then he's carried on the form into this season, which was phenomenal for us. And it's heartbreaking at times. It was an innocuous thing in training, which you couldn't help. It was just one of those things. It's part of football. Jack knows that, but it is horrible for us because you see someone wait so long and start doing so well and be a real catalyst for us this season. It's tough to take, but that's why the gaffer builds a squad, and there's always competition for places. And unfortunately, Jack's going to be out for a long time, which we are going to miss him. It's going to be a really tough period for us, but he's done brilliant up to now. I'm sure he'll be back even better.
Wow. I mean, it's got to be, out for a long time. Just hearing it. He did do so well. We needed him early on in the season, and Jack did so good. I know we joke about pushed him down pushed him downstairs or whatever, and then you hear what happened, and you hear him talking about obviously the competitive right there and competitive nature and always competing for positions, but you got to feel for everybody. You got to feel for all of them. And, hopefully, because I've been through surgery, everyone has surgery. And when you're down, you're injured, you feel very vulnerable yourself. So I'm sure that the guys, Mullin included, will put their arm around him, make sure that he feels part of the club. It's tough, but football happens in weird ways. It is really, really weird. Unfortunate. And to hear him say that like that, it's gonna be a long time. You know, Jack scored 3 from the last game. Poor on stats. Yeah. Well, Mullin will be back. Mullin's gonna start going. Watch.
Looking ahead to Tuesday, massive game at STōK Cae Ras against Huddersfield Town, another side that have played in the Championship and even played in the Premier League. These are the games that you surely joined the club to be involved in, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, it's what I've worked for since the day I came to the club. I came here, 4 seasons ago now, and all along it's been my aim to go as high as we could, and I believed we could do it from day one. And obviously the first season didn't go as planned, but the other 2 have since then. And this year is all about trying to do it again. You know, we've got big teams to come up against, but that's a football. You want to test yourself. You want to go and play against the big sides and really enjoy it. And these occasions are fantastic, but you know, it's something we expected to happen when we signed for Wrexham. I expected us to get promoted and back-to-back promotions. I expected that again. You know, we demand a lot from ourselves as a group, and we always set high standards. So, yeah, it's just another game. We're going to Tuesday night. Obviously, Huddersfield have been in the Premier League, but it just doesn't mean nothing now. They're not anymore. It's obviously going to be a really tough challenge. They've got brilliant players, but as have we, and it's a game we look forward to back at our ground. And
that's awesome.
Fans will turn up the numbers as they always do and get right behind us, and hopefully we can go and give a good performance and come out on the good side of the result.
Thank you, Paul.
Great interview. I love that he's like, just another game. We're going to go out. They were in the Prem. They were in the Championship. Who cares? You got to go out and play what's in front of you right there. Don't play the badge. Play the day. Play the game. And a Goopy Spot had 2 right here. I want to get after 2. Goopy Spot says he's got the goal he needs. He's got the confidence now. We'll see on Tuesday. And he said he's feeling good, and he's an absolute savage. You can see it right there. Calm, go, sniper. Let's go take that. Just he'll probably start him on Tuesday. What? I don't know. Shit, I don't know what he's going to do. Stuart, I can't think about it yet. If you ask him, he'll say I'll start on Tuesday for sure right now, even though he's knackered. Really great interview, really great support. I'm so proud of all of them. This is a game we're going to remember down the road when we're like, remember where you got those 3 away points, on October 19th. They were huge. And these are the games we need to do to break that cycle of us saying, hey, we're shit away from them, whatever it is, breaking that cycle. That was a hard game, and we came through it. Really, really proud of it. We all should be too. So the leader also here, by the way, did break the news as well recently, just after the game. Obviously, they probably knew about it. There's JM. Extended Thursday was a low day for us all. Goes on to say Jack took a shot on the training ground with nobody anywhere near him, and his foot just went beneath him, and he broke his fibula. He'll have an operation on Monday. And we'll probably be out with him for 4 months, but we'll get him the best treatment possible so he can contribute more this season. So yeah, there you go. Yes, the information we did have was correct, and like I said, fair play to everyone that has that information. Obviously, very well respected, but also, it's unfortunate. So get better, Jack. Have your operation on Monday, and let's get him back to fitness as well. I mean, he's 29 years old. He's a young guy. He's very fit. So let's see how this goes. But, you can probably expect him, I don't know, January, February, March, something. I don't know. But we'll see. Some guy, next man up, literally next man up. And this is also here to confirming that he got injured. Unfortunate. So there's Parkinson. But yeah, there's, oh God, golly. Absolutely. Sorry, my phone's going crazy today. Apologize. All right. So quick Wrexham reaction there. Hold on one second. I just want to see what this was too. I think it's the same thing he said. 16 seconds. We all know he's a great player with the scoring ability. This is Palmer, scoring all types of goals. I'm really pleased with him. He started 4 games this season, including Bristol Street Motors Trophy. All 3 goals, scored 3 goals. So it's just really, really good record from all around performance. It was brilliant. Talking about Mullin. There's a lot of expectancy on Paul because of what he has done for us at the club, but he's come back for the first team firing. Big part in gritty, resilient away performance. Yeah, absolutely. So that was it. So that's awesome. Again, big win, huge loss. With JM going down, and it's going to make things harder. But that's why we built the squad. I believe in Parkinson. I believe in what we're doing. Next man up. But today was a good one. Rotherham are a good side. No matter where they live in the table or stand in the table, they're a good side. They're going to give people a lot of problems. And I'm I'm so proud of what we did today. Live look at the table real quick. I don't know if you can see that. So Birmingham City, 25 points. We're right there. They have a game in hand. We have 23 points right up there. They played Bolton, who won today, I believe. I think Bolton won today. Bolton won today, beat Burton. So there you go. Wickham play Burton next week, who are in third. Birmingham City, and we have Huddersfield. What did Huddersfield do today? Huddersfield won 3-1 against Bristol Rovers. So look at this. This is where we're living right here. This is it. This is tough. And there's no easy games. Right back at it on Tuesday. It's going to be an important couple days. Get guys rested, get them sorted out, and back on the training pitch. Born in Pierce. Go to Michael Pierce. How are you? And hope Brunt and Rev get some minutes on Tuesday. I hope so too, Goofy Spot. I hope so too. But all right. Well, just want to get us a little reaction in. That was good. Good interviews. Like I said, huge win. Big win, huge loss. The JM thing, but Mullin back feeling fit, likes how he's feeling, which is great. And the rest of the side played really well. Thank you later, y'all. I see you later. Football player audit, League One. But no, it's hope you're well, by the way. It's got to be proud of that one. Got to be proud. A lot of great performances out there today. And we'll break it down tomorrow in the next couple of days. But we're getting right back up and firing for the Tuesday match against Huddersfield at home, which is going to be a banger as well. And we'll be live here on the local pundit. So thanks all very much. Yeah, today was our 500th show. Appreciate it. That's awesome. 500 shows. I can't even believe I'm saying that, which is great, and fantastic community and support. Thank you all for that. So please thank everyone that is part of the show and in the channel and in the chat too. Remember, hit the like button. Yes, please like, share, subscribe. Please, all the fun stuff. Put your bells on. We go live every day, news and updates, and yeah, it's good. It's a good time. So see ya. I'll be back after the game. Good to see you. Are you gonna see? I'll be back after the game. You gonna watch the game? You might go watch the game again. So too. All right. On that bombshell.